The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And this one caught by Beasley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Allen on third. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
I need to get my swag
Just a yard
right
on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Maybe. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Drops it off for Coleman. They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Second down and goal. Wilson. Touchdown. It's complete. Corey Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second and 15. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Tate to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 3rd down, Wilson fires this quickly to Tate. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This time Wilson will throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, another catch for Tate. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, New York.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Kroft, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Extra point up and through. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And this will be caught. In the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Kroft with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, that's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And just a yard to go here on second down. Now Allen again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these 2 coaching staffs. Plenty decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He'll buy some time right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And the grab by Croft. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Now Wilson. He completes it to Tate. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, Allen. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go now. 19,
They go play action here on first down. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie returning it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Returning it is Moore. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. You're out.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Ready, ready. 70 in. All day, every day, any day. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. on the NFL scoreboard. Third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they hand off to Coleman, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
49 the mic, 49.
Looking to throw. Coleman.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Okay, ready? Mike, 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 49's the mic.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
On the set. Mark 49. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 49. 49.
Off the play fake. Coleman. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. Off play action. Coleman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go toss right with Coleman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
6 yards left on second down.
You can't block me. You can't.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the back.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another interception.
In your face!
Picked by Jarrett Wilson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 10, Allen flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jarrett Wilson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, it's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
Allen hit. He lost the football. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert, 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 alert. Quick, quick.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Allen to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and